Okay, the last time I tried to start off with what they said before what I wanted to say, and I got confused. They said this proves that it can't be done. It can't. What I want to say first is that people are leaving strange comments about the Bible with me. I don't think I've ever brought the Bible into these videos. So they said maybe I showed the Bible in Twitter when we were trying. When I say we, I mean the people doing the people like me who are targeted, trying to figure out what is the reason for this. And they were saying things and it seemed to reference biblical quotes, but I don't think I did that in a video. So, meaning I'm not using the Bible in terms of the targeting, I'm using the Bible in terms of what they're saying. So when I'm getting references to the Bible, I don't know what some people are talking about. So for me, mostly what I'm telling you guys has nothing to do with the Bible. If I'm talking about what they're talking about, it may have reference to the Bible because they may be quoting something in the Bible. They may be talking about the Bible. So they just try to lie and say that I was talking about the Bible. I'm not. The reason I don't talk about the Bible in this is that being a targeted person doesn't really have to do with the Bible. I think the people who are targeting you make it about whatever the subject is. So they even said they thought it, for me, would be love and religion. But what I'm talking about, why they're admitting things, and I'm talking to you about the way they think and their thought process. For me, what they're talking to me about, they said irrational, not just irrational, but in a biblical sort of way that I don't really understand. They thought because they said something like they thought because I went to Catholic school, it would relate to me. We don't talk about the Bible in that sort of, like prediction sort of way. Now, they would, which is a big admission, and I've been doing why they're admitting things. I think certain religions look at the Bible in a predictive way, like this. But in Catholic school growing up, we did not in any way talk about the Bible in that sort of predictive way, which goes back to what I'm talking about. The way this is being run, I'll just say being run, because they keep going back and forth. Is it a program? It's not a program, not a program. From what I'm gathering, it can't be an official program because it wouldn't be run this way. But since other targeted people are talking about things the same way I was talking about before I heard how they were talking about it, it seems like people it's based on who's running it, and it's based on you if you're being targeted. So because they couldn't base it on me, they're basing it on some people who thought they knew me or they could get in my mind. They said, and I just want to go back to the Bible thing before they cut me off. If they cut me off, I'll do another video because I think it's so important. They stopped talking. The Bible, the way we were raised in Catholic school to look at the Bible was not in a way that would involve predicting things or using it to quote, like, according to this passage. It was never done that way. And what's so weird about them doing it this way is that it's telling me more about who they are. I'm wondering, based on them using the Bible this way, was they just knocked? Was that supposed to be like, I'm not sure whether it was supposed to be me understanding what they're referencing, because like I've said in previous videos, some of their references are wrong. And in Catholic teaching, we don't look at the Bible as literal. And that's a big difference between how I'm interpreting the Bible and how they interpret the Bible. And we also spend a lot of time actually looking at the Bible and and using it more as, okay, here's the Bible. This is what it says in this section. This is what it says in this section. Let's actually think about it. So it's not just to memorize. Okay, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It's taking me a long time to get there. I shouldn't do that with my neck. It's not memorizing the Bible and just quoting stuff from the Bible. It's actually talking, just like in my videos, you probably say, God, why? Sorry, God. I shouldn't do that either, but why does she keep talking about it? That's how we look at the Bible. We don't memorize certain sections and quote it. That would be kind of unique. If I knew somebody in my life who did that and just started quoting the Bible, I would get kind of worried about that person. And that's